Hi, Monica. This is going to be a very quick overview of your portfolio. I'm glad that you changed it up from all of the white. It kind of put some color into it. I think that kind of sets it apart. Um, all right. And so your biography looks good. Remember when you're talking, you don't need to have these. You don't need to have these bulleted. You can make this one big paragraph because I feel like that makes it look a lot different. Um, so, and then you can kind of space it apart. There we go. It just looks a little bit different. So anyway, again, this is not your copy, so when you look at what I'm doing, I'm not changing yours. Standard 1A, you want the full standard. I know here you just kind of did like placeholders, which is great. I'm going to start at the bottom. So standard 7, you did the Raising Arizona Preschool. So I understand that Raising Arizona, but like, do you have a certificate? Um, there needs to be, yes, the artifact is where you did it, but you're going to have to talk about that, right? So just make sure that you understand that people are going to be expecting to see an artifact and that you'll have to talk through what that artifact, those images mean, okay? We are missing, no, we're not. Oh, yeah, we are. We are missing the full standard. So standard 6, we're missing the full standard. So if you want to keep those headers, type out or copy and paste the full one. So here's a thing. So your presentation looks really good. The only thing is that this, it needs to be bigger. So like when we're looking at it, it's going to be, if you expand it into this image, it's going to be hard for us to see. So for an example, I'm going to go to slideshow and then from the current slide. Do you see how like if we're standing or we're sitting, it's going to be hard for us to read. And I mean, it's a great image, don't get me wrong, but it would be difficult. The other thing is like, so code of conduct actually works well on here. So you just need to be able to, I don't know, there's something amiss, Monica, and I don't know. I know we give you, so see how it's like not the same. I almost feel, I'm going to exit so I can change a few things. So standard, maybe put this up here and then the name like that and then like that, and then that way it gives it a different feel. These do not need to be indented like that or bulleted like that. And then if you really wanted to, you could go, oh, just kidding, don't go there. You could go here and then you could increase the size and that looks a lot better. And then always just kind of go here, it's hyphenated, but it still blurs it out. But this way it looks different than this. Do you see all of those bullets? It just doesn't flow as nicely. I don't know. I would consider doing that. I would consider having things together that need to be together, and be consistent. Because it was hard to follow with all of the bullet points. I just want to be fair to you, because especially if that's going to be some of your feedback from your panel, they're going to be looking for that consistency. So I'm just going to go 16. I mean, but even that just looks visually pleasing to the eye. So yeah, I think if you, and again, if you cleaned that different, see how it doesn't even, now it, when you do that, it doesn't even go into those images, which again, just kind of, it's hyphened, 2 ways hyphen. ProCare is correct. Okay, so those are just suggestions. 6C, again, I would consider, and I know that this is being picky, but 6C up here kind of looks weird. But you could cut and you could paste. Oh, that's not pretty. Hang on. Undo. Okay, so even, oh, goodness gracious. Even if you did something like that and then just kind of pulled down that information, that makes it look different too. So just kind of figure out how you want to standardize these slides. The information's there. It just, I mean, it just looks a little discombobulated. If you wanted to keep the Mentor Me Pre-K, I would maybe consider moving it down here. Moving this I'm really not doing a good job at that. Maybe okay, hold on. Maybe that's the problem. That's the problem. It's not me. It's anything else. So, and then I think I put standard 6. So I'm just, for consistency's sake, I'm going to do the same thing that I did. And then there's that. And then I'm going to just kind of shift things. Again, these are suggestions, but I do feel like it does make a huge difference on how your portfolio is going to be presented. And then you have this weird gap, and so by doing that, and then look at that. Like, I feel like, boom, it makes it pop a little bit more. And it doesn't make it feel like you just got these weird, like, 6B up here, but then 6B here. You can play with it or take that criticism or critique as however you want. All right, those were the critiques. The other thing is that I didn't see a theorist slide, so make sure you have that. Other than that, thank you so much.